It's flying high, you know how I feel.
Hey, peace, y'all. Peace, family. Jimba. Okay. It's really quickly. I titled it Elevation because I have questions about that, How do you know when you're actually elevating? Things like that. So, something I noticed, just by my own experience this past, what has it been, 7 days? Because that's what I was doing. I was signing up for a 7-day juice cleanse. Keep in mind, I wasn't, aware of the benefits of that because I never fasted before. I kind of, regretted, some of the things that I did when I was back in Philly. My father passed away. So when my father passed away, 3, 4 months ago, and when I went up to Philly, I got kind of caught back in the same toxic things, that I had got away from when I, went straight vegan back April last year. So when I went straight vegan in April last year and cut everything out, kind of shocked the body. I realized that I kind of did that the wrong way and I should have gradually gotten into it. So I think that's why it was easy to kind of fall back in the toxic things, when I was, back, in my home, back in my city. But now that I got back to Atlanta, I've been trying to figure out, because it's like it pushed me so far back. So, and I realized that when you do eat toxic and it fills up them toxins and parasites, you not only feel unhealthy, but, you look at and it's even in your attitude, even in your spirit you portray. You portray it by some of the things that you say and the way that you respond, the way that you react, the way that you attack. So I realized that. So that's why I was just like, okay, what can you do? Because it was like hard because my body was still craving certain things, which I believe probably were parasites. Because I'm just like, why is it still craving unhealthy things? So I guess when you go healthy, you can't go back. You know what I mean? You can't revert. So I'm kind of glad I did the 7 day fast because it was like the easiest way to remove toxins and remove parasites and doing detox baths as well, and sun gazing and meditation, and I got my little crystal sound bowl over there. So everything to try to raise your frequency. So doing all that, for the past 7 days, and I'm still not eating. You know what I mean? I'm curious because I could eat today, because it's the 7th day, but I'm just curious if I can keep it going because I was just like, for one, I'm not hungry, and for two, I feel the benefits of it. I feel like the elevation. I've never felt so energetic, and I'm just like, wow, all I'm doing is drinking a lot of water, either with lemon or apple cider vinegar. And then I'm drinking my aloe vera juice or my noni juice. And then I'm other, like raw organic juices, or something that you're making yourself. And that's pretty much it. So that's why I was like, wow, I can't believe that. Because I just decided just to do it, straight out the bat, cold turkey, and I just can't even believe the health benefits of it. I can't believe the mind, body, and spirit benefits of it. And it's just only been 7 days. And that's why I was like, wow, I wonder if I could keep it up for 30 days, see how I would feel there. Because obviously I know that I'm still, removing certain things, and it's just a lot, but I just was shocked about the burst of energy. So, and people will tell you, when you're fasting, when you're clear, when you're practicing things in regards to your spirituality, African spirituality, when you're working on raising your frequency, because I was telling people, I was like, something that I remember with Queen Afua, used to say that, you should wake up every morning in either prayers, yoga, or meditation. So I've been doing that. I've been waking up every morning, doing my ancestral prayers at the altar, pouring out my libations, and, burning my sage, and then turn on the meditation music, and, meditate and stretch and things like that. And she's right. I mean, I do feel the benefits of doing that. And then also not eating, obviously. And for two, also doing detox and baths and getting out there in nature and being out in the sun. I feel like there's a lot of benefits from that. So, this past weekend, I got invited to this festival. This what is it? It's wellness. It was like a woman's wellness festival. I actually got invited. Well, I actually found out about this oracle that I met, and I actually met her through her husband because I met him, before, and he does shaman hands, but I never was at that point to even consider even doing that. And he also is in astrology too, so I never was at that point to actually get all involved in that. But now I'm there spiritually. Now I really want to get more involved in the spirituality. So when she said that she was going to be at this festival, and she's actually an oracle, but she was going to be speaking, I was like, okay, let me go. And it was great. It was about women. It was about wellness. I bought a lot of stuff, in regards to how to, make us more healthy. A lot of things they was talking about from Queen Afua, Sacred Woman book, about the whole womb and all that. And I have that book, so I understood a lot of the female women that got up there, the speakers, they talked about that, and our diet and the health and everything, and they were selling certain things, saying that, because our body is so different from the Euro, so we can't use a lot of the products, that the Euro uses. We have to use something that's more according to our DNA. And then keep in mind, she was saying that, we're still different, because she was like, you might have a different blood type than me, so think about that even in regards to what you eat and stuff like that. So definitely. So when she was talking about certain things that we need to be doing, stuff that even regards for our menstrual, stuff like that for women, there was a lot of health benefits there, and I definitely, got into that and, purchasing certain things. Met a lot of wonderful sisters out there. Actually helped one vend, she was out there vending, and I actually helped her, so it was really nice, supporting us, being around other spiritual beings, ones who are RBG, ones who are Kemetic, ones who are pushing, our spirituality. So that was great. I met a Christian female that was there that was curious. She came with a friend, and I was pretty much schooling her on things that I've learned from the conscious community. One thing I told her, I said, listen, I'm not here trying to tell you don't take away your religion. I'm just here telling you that start with your origination, start with your culture and your history, and just learn about you. learn about, who we are as a people, everything that we've done, everything we came from regarding, and I was like, even prior to, here in America, and even what we've done in America. And I was telling her, to get involved in that, because I said, that's going to empower you to the point where you're going to want to learn more. So I was giving her certain channels that she can tune into, referring certain books. And I told her, take your time, because everybody has its own process. And once you find out that we've been lied to, it's going to be a lot, and it might get a little overwhelming, so be patient with it. So she was really, antsy about it. She was really anxious. She was, excited. She asked me for my Instagram, everybody was much love, hugging and everything. So that was great, and then yesterday, in regards to the guy who does Shaman Hands, he does the spiritual retreat thing, every Sunday. So I decided to go up. I was like, let me just check it out. I said, cause I've never done a group yoga session or group meditation session. So I said, I'm curious. And they was going to teach too. And that subject was about nutritional facts and things like that, and stuff that we should be eating. And I think next Sunday is going to be more about astrology, which is great. So, keep in mind, I'm fasting. So I'm clearing. I got my little quartz on, my wrist, I'm ready, trying to elevate and everything, connect with the universe here and with Ra, aka the sun. So, when I go up there, and, we're meditating. First we do stretches, and then we get into the yoga, which is grab on my mat. And then we meditated for at least 20 minutes, in a deep meditation. And that actually, because every time people tell you how to meditate, I've always been confused on it. Everybody got a different way, hold your breath, go in really deep breath, count so many seconds before you let out, or got to kind of clear your mind, can't have any thoughts or something. And that's not the way she broke it down. The way she did it was so different. And using her way was the actual first time I've actually fell into a meditative state. I've been trying to get that dear since I've been meditating, and I guess I was doing it wrong, but she was the first person that actually, when following her instructions, actually got me into that meditative state. So I was pleased about that. Great. It was nice. They had they offered vegan plates, but I didn't get any because I'm fasting, but it looked good. So I was next time when I'm eating, yeah, definitely. But then we well, at Promise, he's finished teaching. We're just sitting around building and stuff. And then me and a couple of, him and another guy, we went outside, to engage in some activity that will connect us further and closer to the universe. And, I was feeling good. And then I started, I don't know, it was this brother was talking about how he had 8 acres. And he was talking about what he wanted, because he's a meat eater. But he was talking about it was okay for us to eat meat. It was just the way that this country does, and the way they manufacture it. He said they don't squeeze out the blood right. They don't kill it right. They don't do a lot of stuff. So he was like, if we did our own, it would be easier. And I said, well, I'm not eating meat, but, each his own. So he was talking about, he want to have other people to work with him, grow their own and all that. And I was just like, I agree with that, brother. I was like, I think that's really how we're going to take back economic control of our communities. I told him, if we just started pop-up farmers markets on our own property, if we had our own backyard and we're growing our own fruits and vegetables, that's how we can establish Black business owners, keep them from going to the corner stores and the main markets funding white supremacy. You can, even if you don't eat meat, you can still sell meat to your people who actually eat it. So I told him, if we just grew our own food, started a little pop-up farm market on our own thing and feed our own communities, and they buy from us, that's big enough, to you too, and you being another, Black business owner. So I was like, yes, definitely, even where I was at the festival, next door was a community garden. It was great. It was huge, a lot of food. She was cooking, all vegetables, all from the ground. You had a greenhouse, and she fed the whole community. Everybody's pulling up, and I wanted to eat, but obviously, like I said, fasting here. But, when I came, she was like, see, it's so overgrown, she said, because, all that rain we be getting, and it's, so overgrown. And I told her, I said, well, that's just the ancestors blessing you, sis, because they want you to have plentiful for the community, be able to feed the community and never run out. And she was like, oh, yes, so it was awesome. But yesterday, when I was out there, and after I said that, whatever. And I was just saying, I feel like people out here in this conscious community say they got land, but they're not doing nothing with it. And I was just like, it's just frustrating. And then I had like, and keep in mind, the brother Shaman Hands, he can put that energy in you, he's steered with the spiritual realm, so he can feel that and kind of bring you to. So he has his hand on my back, the whole time. And I'm like breaking through, and I told myself I've never been this vulnerable, with people. And I was like, I just met this other brother, and I'm being this vulnerable. And I actually had a breakdown and breakthrough, and I cried and everything, because I was just talking about how our people and the genocide and extermination. I was like, and we're not doing anything. And, they were saying, don't hide that and don't shield that. They was like, sis, that shows the power in you and power in your spirit and how you care. And they was just like, never lose that. And he was like, you just put that energy out into the universe. You just shifted the universe right here. And I was like, I doubt it. And then, bow, something went down, and something took over me, and I like knocked out. And I kind of somewhat, but some stuff I don't. And I remember the part when after I had that breakdown, he has his hands on me. I think he brought me somewhere, and I remember like falling back, and he's catching my neck, and then that was it. And, and supposedly, because there was a lot that went down, and his wife, who's the oracle, and she goes in them trances. She goes in them trances of channeling, and she's good at that. Like, even while we was doing yoga, she's like, somebody got their solar plexus tightened. She knew, and she could just answer all the questions that were in your head, which was like crazy, because I had so many questions in my head. She was answering every last one of them, and I had to say nothing. So when she, appeared, I kept coming in and out of this supposedly trance or channeling, and supposedly she said it was my ancestor and she could see what this ancestor looked like, and they was trying to get into they was in my spirit and trying to connect. And she said you was speaking in a different language, but we couldn't really understand because I was afraid. She said that was a way that was blocking your energy, and once you're able to get through that, and it scared me, because she said you went from like conscious channeling to like the channeling where a spirit has actually like entered your spirit or your body, your shell, and like took over. And I've never experienced anything like that. And she said, keep in mind, you got your quartz on, you are fasting, your channels are open, and all of that. And it did scare me, it freaked me. I've never experienced anything like that. And then they were just so, they were astounded about it, because they was like, it happened here at our house. They were like, do you feel comfortable? I was like, yeah, I feel safe, relaxed. Like, yeah. And he was proud too, because I guess he probably felt like from his energy in regards to his hands, because I think he might have sparked something here. I don't know. But I've never experienced anything like that. So that's why I'm just like, wow, and everything that they were saying to me. And they was just like, girl, you're a powerful spirit. You're a powerful me. And nobody had, like, she's never had that effect on anybody to where they would actually like break out into their own, channel in here. So they were just really, speaking on that and really getting into that. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to do that. She was like, keep in mind, it's going to keep happening. So she was saying, you want to be around people who like them, who are coaches, who can bring it out and know how to speak, what you would need. She was trying to tell me how more to like go home and take a milk bath, and how to, take care of my crown now, and, in regards to my hair, because it's connecting to the universe. So in regards to like washing my hair and like, coconut milk or coconut water, or put coconut oil on it, and keeping my head, covered, especially if I'm outside, if I'm outside and in the sun and everything like that, since these is I consider antennas, just like, keeping that covered, because, that can happen. And she was like, once it happens, once this is the first time it happens, it will continue to happen. And I'm just like, wow, I'm a little like, I don't know if I want to, go through that, because that was just a scary, even what I do kind of recall and remember, it was scary. And I was kind of fighting that, because I wanted to be here and being a present, and something else taking over me. And I'm just like, I'm losing control, but, supposedly it was supposed to be so positive and showing a form of elevation. And she said, keep in mind, as you elevate and continue to elevate more and more, you're going to deal with a lot of low vibrational, low frequency beings that are going to try to pull you down from the elevation. Like, keep in mind, sis, that's going to happen. So I was like, okay, I'm like, I wonder if I should fast for a whole year so I don't have to, deal with anybody trying to, pull me down because I'm nervous. So what I did, I went out today because I was going to, this will be 7 days today. So I was going to try to start eating tomorrow. But I'm just wondering if I should just continue and try to push for 30 days, especially it's my first fast ever. And I'm feeling good, from the benefits of the fast. So I did go out to the store and I bought some organic fruit so I can when I start eating, I was going to still keep drinking the juice and then maybe add like a piece of fruit with it and just gradually get back in and then pick up the vegetables, and stuff like that. But I was like, I didn't want to just just rush straight in and eat a full meal, but I'm just contemplating if I should continue with the fast because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lighter. I'm starting to understand why people say we're light energy and we're like beings. I'm getting losing a lot. So it's just it's weird, but I just never knew the benefits of this. But now that she said that I could be some sort of, she was like, you never know. Maybe you were always this powerful being or powerful spirit, but the ancestors was just waiting for you to unblock that energy, and unblock them channels so they can actually, channel through you. And I was just like, oh Lord, don't pick me as this. And she was like, well, you just never know. And she was like, and that shows, because she was like, it's never happened with anybody. But he was so thankful because he was just like, it just shows him that he's good at, what he's doing and how powerful he is and what he's doing. And they said, I was, speaking to them and, and all this and wow, and when it hit me and this thing just took over me, and I don't know if it was through my emotions because I had a breakdown, like a breakthrough. And when I did that and all this came out, then that just flooded me and just took over. And, yeah, I was a little scared, at times I do recall. So, because I've never, like I said, experienced anything like that, but they just kept trying to get me out of not being fearful and things like that, saying that that's a blessing. Wasn't no demon, because if it was, we wouldn't have no glass in here. So they was like, that was, and I said it was spirit. She was an oracle, so she was really able to connect. She had her fingers in my feet. And there was another woman that was there, and she was really in that. She was the one that was telling me how to take care of my crown and stuff like that, giving me tips and saying that you got people out here who are coaches that can speak and bring it out and know how to, deal with it. She said, versus you just having something like that just on your own. So that's why she was like, learn how to do this with your crown, learn how to keep it covered, especially when you're outdoors. So, that doesn't obviously happen. So, I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, woo, I don't know. And then she was like, you got your cortisol, you got the copper, it's just going straight through you. So I was just like, oh, a lot. So obviously I'm still kind of freaked a little bit because it just happened yesterday. He said, you got the new moon. He was just saying all because he's in astrology. So he was just like, it could be all that, and I'm still kind of caught off guard. Now I'm kind of nervous, like, wow, if I keep fasting, will that happen again or something? So it was just a lot, but I just wanted to come out and just kind of speak on that really quickly, about this elevation and just, I guess it's kind of considered elevation. And I am feeling lighter on my feet. I actually say, fast. People able to do a cleanse, baby, because the benefits of a cleanse is just very beneficial. And it's like the quickest way to remove your toxins and parasites. And I'm realizing that. And I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I was just like, just stop. Just stop. Just go for it. Now, keep in mind, I dealt with some pain because you got the parasite stuff probably trying to come out of you. So it was some pain, how to eat unhealthy. So definitely. But once you get through that, because, and the detox baths help, being out in nature, being out in the sun, all that helped. So, and drinking a lot of water, that helped as well. So, definitely, and I recommend that for people who's really trying to transition and maybe trying to get to the place where they want to be more spiritual, maybe try to achieve, be righteous. Maybe they're trying to elevate their frequency and they want to remove toxins and parasites and they want to maybe lose a little weight or whatever. I definitely recommend, a cleanse. I would recommend, at least a 7-day cleanse if you could do, or even 3 days. I recommend, to try to do that, and just do that, just drink your juice or whatever kind of cleanse you want to do. I definitely recommend that. But I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to see, how I feel tomorrow, if I want to eat or not, or if I'm just going to try to keep it going and see maybe 14 days. I don't know. But even then when I do, I'm just going to eat light and small and a little bit, and then definitely keep it being healthy and stuff. So like that. So I guess I'm liking this now, in regards to being spiritual. I mean, obviously you're still human, so you're still going to be tested on a third dimension. You're still going to deal with stuff, but it's about not honing it, and it's not staying in you, staying in your spirit, your body, and staying there and affecting your energy, and not even responding to where you're not allowing you're not allowing it to even affect your energy to where you even respond. So obviously, I think when I was started the fast, like they said, it was going to be mood swings. I'm dealing with them, trying to remove the parasites, the toxins, everything from eating unhealthy. So there was going to be mood swings, and I was going to be like losing it because you're trying to adjust. But now after it's been 7 days, I'm getting a little adjusted here. So, it's starting to get a little easier and a little lighter. So I'm definitely going to continue to keep doing this and keep trying this and try to see how far I can get and how far I can go. And I mean, we'll see. So wish me luck, family. Like I said, I recommend this for anybody. Still scared about that whole channeling thing because I didn't do anything. I guess they just chose me. I don't know. But she said it was a ancestor of mine. So it was a little whatever. But she said they obviously had a message, that needed to be said or heard. So, and I guess I just couldn't do it because I guess my energy is still blocked. And she said it's blocked by the fear. So I said, okay, well, I guess that's it. So, she was like trying to, teach me on how to get through this fear, but it's a process. It's a struggle. So I'm working it. So I guess that's all about the elevation, and I just want to continue to keep elevating, So this is why I just said, okay, you got to just cut out certain things that is negative and not even tune it in. Don't even tune it in. Just tune in to only positivity. So I still be on social media. I still watch videos. I still watch YouTube, but I'm only tuning into the positivity and the stuff that's about teaching. And then I feel it's going to elevate me in some way, like Infinite Waters, elevate my spirit and things like that. But I don't want to tune no more into negativity because I just don't even want to, even like allow it in. So, cause I kind of like being on this high and feeling good, which is why I play a little Nina Simone. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. I'm heavy. It's a new eye. Like this is it. So, and I'm feeling good here, and I want to continue to feel this way. I want to continue to feel this light and this energetic, and I don't want that stress and stuff. I told y'all in the last video, I want to grow. I told y'all I'm finally at that point where I want to grow and I want to elevate and I want to mature, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And I think we all should be embracing that. So this is where I'm at, and I just want to stay on this high. So I'm just going to continue to go forward. That's why I said, and I want to do this because, I'm going to be putting a lot of energy in the school, and it's a lot in trying to do a business, even trying to do a manufacturing type plant or where it's a lot. And I said, this is what woke me up and said, listen, girl, you about to go to school. You're going to that's going to take all your time, full-time studying everything. You need to be right because you cannot bring negative energy in the class and anything that's going to affect you. So I was like, you need to start working on your mind, your spirit, and your body. And I was like, and get that on point so you could be ready and you could have more clarity, you know what I mean? And not to be so clouded in your judgment and be able to intake and receive a lot of the information and the knowledge. So this is why I want to continue. This is why I like to do the fast for 30 days if I can, because I was just like, by the time I start class, I want to, be there and be on that, frequency and be able to be in class and everything. And hopefully even meet other individuals and teach them about, being conscious and teach them about the history, teach them about the conscious community and things like that, and teach them how to, elevate their spirit and stuff like that, because, you just link up, you meet people, you can ask questions, be like, hey, what's this on your wrist? Or, what's this on your neck? Or, why is that not a cross? And that's, and you're like, so you could, you know what I mean? And you can just answer these questions. And that's just a way to bring more people into the consciousness as well, which I thought we all wanted. So saw it. So I figured that too. So this is what I just want to focus on. That's why I titled it Elevation. And that's just it, family. So I guess I'm going to leave it on that note. Peace and love to everybody. Thanks to everybody who tuned in and heed this message. Hopefully you guys, continue to push yourselves, get on the right track, continue to try to embrace, more being, whatever your religion, ideology, or spirit, spirituality is, whatever the steps that you have to take in order to achieve inner peace, I suggest, you guys, start applying those steps, because there's nothing like, being at peace, especially in a chaotic environment. So, definitely, fam. So continue to work on yourselves, continue to elevate your spirits, continue to, keep your minds and keep your heads up and keep them boots on the ground, family. All right. Peace.